And welcome, everybody, to this week's exciting episode.
This is an outrage. I was going to eat that mummy.
It's some great jerky, Professor.
Oh, what a great Futurama quote there. Mm-hmm. I do love it. And I can tell you what the answer to that quote is because we're not doing the intros.
Yeah, no Josh points available. In fact,
we have an announcement to make for the winners. I think we should start off with the main two people that have got 100% correct. So they are Pinky Smurfette.
Punky Smurfette. And Keith Egerton, who is a regular.
I haven't got my glasses on. I do apologise,
and member
Punky.
of the Patreon.
Yeah, they are the main winners.
Well done to them. It is the Halloween episode. It's our anniversary. Three years.
Yes, 3 years. And
so we're being kind and
extra generous.
Everybody who's been offering us their Josh points is up for a prize.
Yeah.
So Punky Smurfette and Keith Egerton, we encourage you to go to the merch store, but don't make a purchase. Decide on your favourite T-shirt, and then write a message to me or Josh or to the email address paranormality.uk@gmail.com, and tell us what your favourite T-shirt is, your T-shirt size. Hopefully they do it in your size, and we'll get one shipped out to you. We also had some runners-up, didn't we? Some people with good commenters, but didn't necessarily get every single one.
Yep. We've got Relentless / Feathers McGraw.
Yeah, I think he's the Relentless on Spotify and Feathers McGraw on YouTube.
So these runners-up, they didn't get every intro correct, but
they are regular commenters.
Regular commenters, always getting involved, and they gave it a good go, even if they didn't know the answer. So Relentless, Feathers McGraw, Jane Dennison, and Meg Joynacious, who I think is possibly in Australia somewhere. So
I think so.
If your prize
maybe they all are, I don't know.
If it gets lost in the mail, let us know, and we'll sort something out. Maybe we can sort something digitally for you instead. If we have trouble.
And we thought, because you were technically runners-up, we can't offer you quite the same benefit as the winners, the full-on winners. But you can pick between a podcast logo T-shirt or a podcast logo tote bag.
And the tote bags come in many different colours, every colour of the rainbow.
They do.
So make your choice, and also do the same. Let us know what you would like, what your sizes are, and
where we can ship them to.
Yeah, and we will get those prizes out. So 5 big winners.
And then when you get your T-shirt or your tote bag or whatever, take a picture and send it to us.
Yeah, we'll put it on social media or something.
Yeah.
If you want to. If you want your faces blurred, also let us know.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to be out there, so that's fine.
That is true.
So congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
To our winners and our runners-up. Well done. And thank you for getting so involved.
Thank you for just getting involved with Josh's silly little point scheme. We're probably going to do it again.
Oh, we will do it again for sure.
We might hopefully be a little bit more organised about it next time. I do apologise about my voice today. I'm just recovering from a cold. But I'm okay.
We're there.
We couldn't miss this episode. Not today. It's such a big one. The 3-year anniversary. 3 years, Josh.
3 years.
Do you know how many podcasts fail after just like a handful of episodes?
Well, there's nothing like going straight to the negative, is there?
No, but we didn't. We held on in there. We managed.
We did
3 anniversaries.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for the listeners, we wouldn't be here, and we're getting thousands of downloads a month now, thanks to the lovely listeners and the interactions, and it's going from strength to strength. And I can't believe it's been a wild journey for 3 years. What started off as doing something for a laugh in your kitchen has now evolved into something that other people are now involved.
Yeah.
And we've also got to give a shout out to Polar Bear and Penguin for their help.
The ongoing help.
Constant help for certain things. And yeah, we couldn't have done it without them either. So big shout out to them.
Yeah.
And the guests we've had over the years, even though we haven't had many guests this year because I threw a tantrum and I refused to have guests. So I was like, no.
I don't want to be social.
Yeah, I don't want to be social. But thanks to them, that was an interesting phase of the podcast. But no, I'm liking the fact that we are going strength to strength and we're finding different subjects and weird things and wonderful things. And,
so many people said, oh, well, you're probably going to run out of stuff to talk about after long, aren't you? Because there isn't that much out there. And we stayed positive. We were like, no, we'll find something to talk about every week.
You'll know when we're running low when I cover JFK. That's when you'll know we're running out of stuff to talk about. So I still haven't done that yet.
Well, I'm going to start running that out of things to do for the anniversary Halloween episode soon because we've done we kicked it off, I guess, with Roswell and Men in Black and whatnot, didn't we? Back when we first launched. And then I did Dracula. Then I did Frankenstein. So this year, what creature feature could I do?
Well, I mean, classic creatures. You've either got a werewolf or a mummy.
That'd be the one then.
And then after this year or next year,
I'm going to be just down to a werewolf.
yeah. We're going to have to make up our own creature features.
So yes, third most popular costume at a Halloween party is a mummy.
Whee.
So I thought to celebrate mummies, I would cover the Curse of Tutankhamun.
Tooty tooty.
Rooty tooty. He's rootin' tootin', that Tutankhamun.
Fun fact, I don't know if it's already in your notes.
I hope so.
He died quite young.
He did.
I want to say, is it 17? 16?
Yeah, I think it was teen. I don't think anybody knows exactly his age. I don't know if they know exactly what age, but yeah, he would have been a teenager.
But he stood the test of time because we're still talking about him thousands of years later.
Probably the most well-known mummy ever discovered. So shall I dive in?
Yes, please do. Dive first.
In. Well, the year was 1922. And to be honest, this story starts with a man being fired.
All right, okay.
Okay, because at this is the weirdest start of a story ever, but a place called Highclere Castle is where this story starts, and it was actually used for the series Downton Abbey. So it's just so you can picture where this starts. So if you know the manor house for Lord Grantham from Downton Abbey, then you'll know exactly the building that I'm talking about. And in 1922, it was owned by the 5th Earl of Carnarvon.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like someone who has kumquats and cream for dinner, I think. Have you got
Yes,
kumquats?
definitely, yes.
Yeah,
that sounds quite definitely posh. Be eating pumpkin pie at this time of year.
Yes, strawberries and cream.
And he invited an archaeologist known as Howard Carter, to his grand hall. Now,
Any relation to Aaron Carter?
I don't know. Was he around in 1922?
Maybe Nick Carter's great-great-grandfather was. I'll have to check. I'll get back to you.
Okay. So for the last 7 years or so, the Earl of Carnarvon had been funding Howard Carter to do archaeological digs out around Thebes, which is, in Egypt, a big archaeological dig site. It had already been excavated a lot. To be honest, Howard Carter, he was failing.
Oh dear.
He hadn't really managed to find much. Nothing like some of these great discoveries that have been made, Ramesses and Cleopatra and all that sort of thing. He was chasing that, but
that's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted. He wanted something big.
So he wanted the big discovery to blow people's minds.
But he was coming up with nothing.
Right. Okay.
All he was getting was scraps of pottery here and there,
coins,
and a name that no one had heard of before, but it was pointing towards a pharaoh that was yet undiscovered. And the name was Tutankhamun.
Okay.
So Carter was basically at Downton Abbey pleading for his job. He literally had to get down on his knees and beg, showing Lord Carnarvon what he'd got. He knew that he was on the cusp of finding something big, because a pharaoh isn't just finding a king in a tomb. This is a pharaoh. This is a living god on earth.
Yeah.
And he wanted to find it. And he was like, just, can you just give me one more year? One more year of digs. So Carnarvon said, yes, I will give you one more year of finance for your gigs. But if you don't turn up anything more than what you've already presented me, if you're just presenting me with pottery and a name that you can't find a tomb of after that year is up, you're done for, mate.
That's it.
That's it. End of dig.
Okay. End of dig.
I'm not digging you anymore, man.
Okay. So that's it. He had 1 year left on his contract in a way.
And it's lucky. That was in late October, around about this sort of time of year, in 1922. He went back out to Egypt, resumed his search on the 1st of November, I believe it was, and found the tomb 3 days later.
Oh, okay, so he found it, relatively soon after being hired
So
again.
it was lucky he was given that extra year. You'd only really needed to be given like a couple of months to actually find it. But found it 3 days later. It was near the tomb of Ramesses VI. And basically one of the archaeologists kind of stumbled into it. He was just digging an area and kind of noticed that the stones seemed to sort of make an actual carved stairway leading down.
Oh.
So as they dug down, they found the bottom of the stairs and the doorway that it led to.
Oh.
And basically, that door was the tomb of Tutankhamun.
So was it in a separate place away from the pyramids and stuff?
Yeah, no. A lot of the tombs had nothing to do with pyramids.
Okay.
That is the thing. They would literally just be like dug into the side of a hill or something like that, caves. You wouldn't actually necessarily have a pyramid on a tomb in Egypt. There's hundreds of tombs out there. Not many of them have actually got pyramids.
So they're in their own separate section.
Yeah, it's probably a completely different era of humankind, when some of them felt the need to build massive pyramids and monuments to their existence, and then others were just a little bit more tasteful about it and just stuck themselves under the ground and that was it. Yeah.
I always wondered what it would look like back in the day to have, when it was like brand new, like the pyramids were brand new and palm trees and all. I always wondered like what it actually was like back then.
Yeah, I get. Well, yeah, I think we all do, don't we? To literally watch those long boats, the Egyptian long boats going down the Nile with all the goods and trading on there, and imagining what it's like.
It's craziness, isn't it?
I think I would have loved to have studied Egyptology if I'd got the chance to go to like university and that sort of thing and do that kind of thing. But I think it's not as glamorous as what you'd imagine it is. It's easy to go around in a museum and look at all the shiny gold statues and stuff and think, oh wow, it must be brilliant discovering this for a living, like, and stuff. But that statue ain't yours.
No.
You don't get to keep the value of that, and you've just been digging around in the dirt for a year to look for it, and then you've got to hand it to somebody else so that they can display in a museum, and all you can do is crunch the numbers
But then I suppose you get
record
written in history, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose you get your name known. Well, anyway, once they had stumbled on this tomb and dug it up, revealed the doorway. I guess it said, it does say, it probably says on the tomb, here lies Tutankhamun, or something like that, I would imagine. Carter then called for Carnarvon, who took a couple of days to get there. Or, you would do back in 1922. And together, they opened the most famous tomb in history. Now, even before they actually opened the door, there were rumours starting to stir.
Okay.
Of a curse. But no one believed them.
How does that get started?
I think it's the locals not wanting all these outsiders coming in and breaking into their ancestors' tombs and nicking all the stuff, to be honest. So they go, oh, there's a curse on it.
Oh, so
go in there, you're going to get...
Would it be possible that maybe other tombs had curses? Or is this like the first of the curses?
Could be. I mean...
The first curse has a ring.
I think... Sorry. Like, rumours, when you think of, like, Indiana Jones, him going into a tomb and there's booby traps and curses and all this sort of stuff, it's got to have come from somewhere, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, even within this tomb, there wasn't necessarily booby traps, but the sarcophagus wasn't immediately findable when you opened the door. You went into an antechamber, and then there was the sarcophagus with the mummy in was sealed up behind another wall in another chamber. So, these things have sort of, I don't know, they've been embellished upon rather than necessarily being true. But, I mean, these things have got to develop from something, don't they?
No smoke without fire, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe it's just the fact that going down into a hole in the ground, robbing graves for a living, probably doesn't do your health much good in the long run of things.
Yeah, because also you think back in the day, there would have been curses and rumours of not even tombs, but Indian burial grounds. And stuff.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's always been a kind of thing.
We'll get to that at the end anyway, whether we believe in the curse or not. So they cracked open the door and they stepped into a room that hadn't been entered in nearly 3,500 years, breathing stagnant air that's been in there all that time. But what a discovery. Inside, they found over 5,000 artifacts.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yes. All types, all different sizes. There were carved figurines, some of them tall, some of them short, some of them made of stone, some of them made of metal and gold. There was priceless jewellery.
Yeah.
Like chests of it, boxes of it. There was a dismantled chariot.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and weapons from the ancient Egyptian times.
That's even cooler.
Yeah. Along with just trinkets and other pottery. And obviously, as I said, the sarcophagus containing the mummy.
Yes, the main artifact.
Not just one sarcophagus.
What?
Tutankhamun was actually nested within 3 sarcophagi.
Was he cut into multiple pieces?
No. The mummy was all in one, but then there was another sarcophagus around that, and another sarcophagus around that.
Oh, like so a Russian doll.
Yeah, just basically a simple stone sarcophagus to start with, and then a wooden one, and then the gold one.
I'm with you.
The one that from all the pictures. Yeah, it was the one that he was actually his remains was the solid gold one, but that was contained within 2 more.
Yeah, I'm with you. So it's kind of like a Russian doll in a way, where it's like
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, the mummy within the mummy within the mummy.
Yeah. Oh, mummyception. Okay.
Excuse me. But yes. Yeah, I mean,
that's cool.
You'll know that sarcophagus because it is one of the most famous Egyptian pictures ever taken.
I feel like Tutankhamun's the face that
just
is
his
used
face,
is probably one of the things that comes to mind when you
quintessentially
think of it,
Egyptian, isn't it?
When you think of Pharaoh, that's the thing with the long, like tied up beard.
Yeah, and the gold and blue stripy headdress.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. That would make a really cool tattoo.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. I'm liking this so far.
Right, so upon the discovery of the tomb, the media went crazy. A new pharaoh has been found. Look at the gold and the bling that is coming out of this ground, out of just a sand dune in Egypt. And like I say, not even a pyramid. It was hard to find, but they found it. New pharaoh.
5,000.
Now, the curse starts.
Uh-oh.
Victim number 1 happened the day they opened the door.
That day.
Who or what do you think victim number 1 was?
I think victim number 1 was the person who actually opened and went in first. And
Howard Carter.
Howard Carter. And I think something to do with either
a statue falling on his
gas
head.
or air, I'm
No.
thinking.
Okay.
Like
no,
carbon dioxide or something.
You're not far off.
Oh, okay.
So, victim number 1 was the canary they hung in a cage outside the door to test for noxious gases.
Rest in peace, Mildred the canary.
Mildred, yeah, let's call it that. But this is the thing. The canary didn't die from gas inhalation.
Oh, okay.
That's what you'd think, isn't it? Because miners took canaries down in the mines to test for gases, and if the canary died, they knew to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And if you hang a canary in a cage outside a tomb and the canary dies, you probably don't want to go in the tomb. Now, the thing is, it wasn't the gas that killed the canary.
The canary held its breath.
It was a cobra.
Oh, right. Right, fair enough.
Somehow one of the workers drifted down the stairs towards the door to see the canary coiled up within a cobra's grasp. Right. Now, because he was a local lad, this fueled the rumours of the curse. Yeah. You see,
I would have never guessed that, by the way. You could have given me all day and I would have never said King Cobra. Okay, so local lad, straight away.
Yeah. So, right. Now, the reason why he thought this was a bad sign, I mean, a dead canary, whether it's gas, is a bad sign, but when it's a cobra that's eating a dead canary that's suspended above a doorway, that's a pretty bad sign as well. Yeah. So, the reason is because they hadn't actually yet discovered King Tut's, the antechamber. You remember I said that there was a sealed wall with an antechamber behind with a sarcophagus in. Now, they hadn't actually discovered that yet. They could see the sealed wall. They could see that it had been sealed up and there was obviously a doorway there, but they hadn't knocked through it yet. That doorway happened to be guarded. It looked like it was seemingly guarded by 2 massive statues of King Tut himself.
Okay.
And on those statues were real solid gold crowns with the snake mounted on the front.
Yes.
Yeah? The snake is known as a uraeus, and it is the Egyptian symbol of divine authority. Okay.
Uranus is divine authority.
Uraeus.
Oh,
no N. And Uraeus or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Divine authority.
So, obviously, the local with this Egyptian culture and that thought that this was a symbol that the snake was coming to get the birds, warning them of what's to come. You enter this, you're gonna die.
It's all falling into place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the rumours started to spread. Obviously, the media got hold of that as well, made Tutankhamun even more famous.
Yeah.
So,
I can see that.
Yeah?
It would make sense.
So, victim number 2. Have a guess.
Right, so victim number 1 was the canary with the king cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so based off of that, I'm going to guess victim number 2 was Mr. Carter. And I think King Cobra was bold. I would have never guessed that. So I'm going to say a rabid pelican flew out of his head, nailed him in the back of the head as he was going through. I mean, it's just as plausible.
It's an excellent guess, and no more unbelievable as what actually happened, to be fair.
Come on.
It was not Howard Carter.
Right.
It was his counterpart, the Earl of Carnarvon himself, the guy who was funding the entire dig and looking to get
Wow.
rich from it, was the next
Okay.
person to die. It was a couple of months, 4 months after the actual opening of the tomb. So they were all obviously starting to think, there's no real curse here. That snake and the canary, it was obviously a load of, the locals just being a bit of a bad omen and all this.
It's going to be like a heart attack or something, isn't it?
It started out as a mosquito bite.
Wow. Okay.
And I know you're probably thinking malaria now or like something like that. It actually wasn't. Now, the mosquito bite didn't actually give him that much problem. Like, he treated it a bit and started going down. The problem was, later on, he was trying to shave off his beard and he nicked the mosquito bite, started bleeding, let infection in.
Oh, dear.
And he died 2 weeks later of blood poisoning, septicemia.
Wow. Okay. Again, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Now.
Right. I like this guy.
This is where it gets dark. When a study of the pharaoh revealed a pimple resembling an insect bite on his cheek, rumours started getting dark now. People are dying to the curse of Tutankhamun. But what I think is it's a really strong sign that you should not shave off your beard.
Yes, that is one of the main things. Is you need
that's what really killed him. Shaving.
Yeah, if you've got a glorious beard and
keep your glorious beard.
Yeah, if you shave it off, even attempt to shave it off, it's going to be a problem.
If you're capable of growing a beard, you should grow a beard.
Yeah.
Is the message, really. Yeah. I think the underlying message of the curse of King Tut is don't shave off your beard. King Tut had a beard.
Yeah. It is important for burly men to have beards, I think.
Yes.
Who are we to judge, If you've got a job where it requires you to be clean shaven, then
you're out
go
of
for
luck.
it.
Just change your job. So I'm not going to carry on making you guess the victim. You want to guess? You're not going to guess the next victim, but go for
the
it.
next victim.
And I'll tell you, this was in May of the next year, 1923.
I reckon it was someone who helped them, like a tour guide or something. Someone that helped them get to their destination. Someone that was helping.
Yeah, he was on the team.
Yeah, a team. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
He was a financier.
And would you say it died a year later?
No, well, it was about 6 months later.
Now, I think it started off as a heart attack, and then it became a stroke. And then while he was reaching for help whilst having a stroke, I think he pulled down on the phone in those days. Maybe the pigeon to go get help. And I reckon he pulled on something heavy and it crushed his skull.
No.
Damn. I thought I was onto it there.
His name was George J. Gould. As I said, he was the financier of the team. And shortly after visiting the tomb, he started feeling ill.
Oh dear. Which
developed into a fever, which he succumbed to in May of 1923. Maybe it was the malaria that Earl of Carnarvon should have died of. It was like, what's that? Is it Final Destination, that film where if you don't die, then death catches up to you some other way, right? So since the Earl of Carnarvon didn't die from the mosquito bite, death was like, tell you what, George, your days are numbered.
Dengue fever got him.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Tutankhamun got him.
Is there another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are these a bit more normal now, the way that the curses are?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no.
No, okay.
So victim 4.
Well, I say normal.
Okay.
A fever isn't normal.
Go on. Victim 4. Go for it.
There's got to be a woman involved.
Quite possibly.
Because I feel like all the victims have been men. So I'm going to say a woman.
Wrong.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's go for some sort of artifact specialist. It was maybe part of the team member.
He was a part of the team. I didn't actually write down what his role was, to be
All right,
honest.
let's go for it. He's an artifact specialist.
Do you want me to tell you his name?
I reckon it's Wilson Bajima.
It's Arthur Mace.
Ah, it's close. Okay, so the last one was a fever, which is a bit more tame. I think this guy... Is this months after?
This is 1928. This is years after.
Oh, years after.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon he just fell down a hole or fell down a well or stairs. He fell. He fell down somewhere. A cliffside, maybe.
Oh.
He definitely fell. I'm getting fallen vibes.
He was poisoned with arsenic.
Oh, so close. So close. Someone went out of their way to poison him.
I guess so, yeah. And there was never actually the killer was never found.
Wow.
The same with the next one.
Okay.
Victim 5. The fifth and final one that I'm going to talk about.
Okay, here we go.
Victim 5.
I'm 4 for 5.
Was actually not Howard Carter himself, but his secretary.
A woman?
No, a man.
Oh, what?
And this was
sorry, I shouldn't assume that all secretaries are women. My bad.
Sexist pig.
I just thought for sure a woman would be involved in the Tutankhamun.
No, it's all the only ones that I could find that were actually listed were all men that were on the team.
Okay, so the secretary is the fifth and final destination, if you will.
Well, not this. The last one I think was attributed to the curse, sort of at the time.
So is this person part of the curse? Do you think?
Maybe he's the person that caused it all.
Oh, maybe a jealous rage.
Because this happened back in England.
Hit in the head with a blunt object.
You're actually very close. He was smothered in his sleep in a nightclub in Mayfair, London.
Okay, so it was a murder.
It was a murder. No one was convicted for the crime.
You know what? I'll take that as victory.
Yeah, I'll give you a few points.
1 out of 5 is not bad. Okay, so if there's not a curse,
naturally,
that's weird.
What's that?
I said if there's not a curse, it's very weird.
Exactly, yeah. So
happened.
naturally, all of these people dying and being related to the tomb of Tutankhamun, you know, people started believing it quite heavily. Headlines showed pictures of inscriptions in the wall of the tomb in seemingly translating as "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king."
Well, that says it all. Case closed.
There's a curse, yeah?
Yeah, there's a curse. Case closed.
But at this point, Carter's still alive. The guy who actually was head of the dig, actively out there searching for Tutankhamun, opened the door with his own very hands. Nothing's happened to him so far. So
maybe this is one of those things where, like, he had a cross or a bulb of garlic or something in his top pocket.
Oh, you reckon?
That fended off the curse. Like, maybe there's something with the curse that if you have the diamond,
Ankh signs.
Maybe something like that. Because he must have been a fan of, you know, old artifacts and
maybe he's got a tattoo like mine.
Yeah, he could have something like that. He must have had something on him that stopped him from getting cursed. Maybe he had a bath in holy water or something.
Maybe.
That's the vibe I'm getting from Carter. He seems like a smart guy.
Could be. So what actually happened to him, I hear you ask?
What actually happened to Carter? I feel like he passed away in his sleep and died peacefully.
Not quite. He actually lived to a ripe old age, though. Okay. He managed to live to 64, 16 years after opening the tomb.
Okay.
And he actually died of Hodgkin lymphoma, which is a little bit ironic because if you're going to get cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma is probably the one you got the most chance of actually being cured for in today's age
Okay.
anyway. But obviously back in 19 whatever it was, excuse me,
1938 or
but
whatever.
he never actually believed in the curse himself.
Okay. So he just accepted his fate.
Yeah.
In a way.
58 people.
Whoa.
This is the reason why 58 people were present when they opened the tomb.
Yeah.
Now, out of that 58 people, only 8 of them actually died within 12 years of the tomb opening.
Okay.
Many of them went on to live long, happy lives and died naturally in their sleep or, from
Natural
whatever
causes,
natural
yeah,
causes,
yeah.
completely unrelated to
the curse.
anything to do with the curse of the mummy. In fact, the average life expectancy for the remaining people was 23 years.
Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. Very, very
So,
interesting.
what caused the curse?
What caused the curse, Pyro?
Well, it could be a curse. It could. It could actually genuinely be a curse.
Some of that voodoo.
But at 3,500 years old, it was just kind of, after making a cobra engulf a canary, it just kind of went, poof, and that's it. Curse is done. Lost all its power.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like if you
3,500 years,
If Tutankhamun was to fart in a jar, I can guarantee that fart's not going to be in that jar 3,500 years later.
Now, the thing is, as well, a lot of the headlines that were around about Tutankhamun and the curse and stuff were very much false.
Oh,
because
right. Here we go.
Lord Carnarvon, when he was financing the dig, when they actually discovered the tomb, he made a deal with one single newspaper and said they would get exclusive rights to the pictures and the stories that were coming direct from the tomb of Tutankhamun.
He bamboozled us.
All of the other newspapers wanted something to report on, but had nothing. So they just made it up.
That is unbelievable.
Lord Carnarvon himself being the second victim. When they went to double check that the mummy had got that pimple on its cheek, they couldn't really confirm it because they couldn't remember when Carnarvon, which cheek Carnarvon had actually got bitten on, and they couldn't say whether it was exactly the same or not. And plus, Carnarvon's immune system was already compromised. He'd actually been told by his doctor to finance the Egypt dig so that he'd have somewhere to go in the winter months to keep warm because of his immune system problems.
You think you know someone?
He was prone to disease. A lot of it can just be explained by coincidence. A hungry snake, you know, a man with immune problems, nicking himself on a mosquito bite, all right, the murders are not exactly coincidence, but these people got murdered and now it's being blamed on the curse of Tutankhamun. I mean, show them some respect, sort of thing, One of the recently, two of the most scientific explanations for it is a fungal mold that might have settled and grown in the tomb over the last 3,000 years. There's a certain type called Aspergillus. Aspergillus flavus
What do you call me?
Aspergillus.
Okay. Aspergillus.
It's not generally known to be that harmful to humans, but there are a couple of types that can be a bit spicy. It's possible that might have grown within the organic matter that was found in the tomb, because it can grow in like grains, cereal, straw and hay, that kind of stuff.
Mold's not good for anything, really, is it? And
also, recently, it's been discovered that there are natural uranium deposits not that far away, and the possibility has been thrown out there that it could have been from radiation poisoning that's just naturally seeped into the tomb over the last 3,000 years that made everybody fall sick.
I like that theory, I should say.
But I don't know of anybody that actually died of organ failure that soon. That would have been... If it was down to radiation, then basically everybody that went in that tomb was exposed to
Yeah.
it, and it's basically down to how long you spent in that tomb is equal to the number of days that you got. Do you know what I mean? The time that you got left in that kind of situation. So even though the average lifespan was 23 years after the event, it might have taken 23 years for the radiation to actually start closing down your organs and, mucking up your DNA. So those are the scientific explanations for it, the logical explanations. I mean, what do you think? Do you think science can explain it, or do you think that...
Quite the conundrum, my friend.
Do you think that Toot genuinely did have a curse on his tomb?
I'm in a bit of a pickle sandwich here.
All right.
Because when you said about the canary, the cobra, things were lining up, I was thinking, oh, this sounds like a good curse.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I like the films. There's curses there. I'm a fan of a curse. I do like a good curse.
We like a good curse. You did cursed games last week.
I like the whole story of curses and things. I just find it interesting, Same as rituals. There's just something about them. It tickles my teats. You had me going there. And then when you started saying he had a deal with the newspapers, he made some stuff up, he embellished, he was, he needed somewhere warm.
I was just the reporters that were embellishing and stuff. They didn't have anything to go on. But King Tutankhamun was the biggest headlines of the time.
Yeah.
So they all wanted a piece of the pie to sell some papers, but without the actual genuine photos and stuff, all they could do was just try and grasp onto them rumours of a curse and go with them.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 2 different scores and then put them together to make one score.
Okay.
So this is going to make sense, right?
Right. I'll trust you.
My one score for if I think the curse is real or whatever.
Yeah.
I did to start off with where I thought, it's kind of cool. What are the chances? There's a lot of coincidences,
I did a bit of an Ong's hat on you here.
You did. And then when the truth started coming out, I thought, I don't like this cadaver guy very much, whatever his name was. So I'm going to give the curse, I think a 4 is fair. Because I'm a fan of a curse. I like a curse story, Indiana Jones, blah, blah, blah. So the actual curse, I don't think it's real, but I had fun listening. So I'm going to give that 4. The actual story of Tutankhamun and the mummies celebrating 3 years, Halloween special. I do like a mummy because one of my favourite shows back in the day was Mummies Alive. Some people might know that, some people might not. I like mummies. I'm a fan of a good mummy. I think the gold and the blue Tutankhamun, very, very cool. Cool story. I thought you told it well. I'm going to give that a 9.5. So
I nearly swore then. I didn't think you were going to go that high.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of mummies, and this is a classic story, and it's real life. I like that. There's hard hitting facts. You gave us the facts, and you said this is what happened. It's up to us to decide whether it's a real curse. Whether you decide on the curse, but that is in history books. Bit of history there. I'm liking all that stuff. So if you take the 9.5 and the 4, that gives us an average of roughly. I'll give it a 7. 7. I don't know how it works.
It's probably somewhere around that.
You know what? I'm going to actually give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7.8 because I really like the story, but I don't actually believe it was a curse. But I'm going to focus on the positive of the other stuff that I said about. So 7.8 is kind of fair considering. It's kind of the scale is kind of like, do we believe in the curse or not?
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to give it a low score, man.
I don't want to give it a low score either. I do think that, do you remember I said about the headline saying "Death shall come on swift wings to him who
don't
disturbs
tell me he made that up.
Peace of the king." It's likely that they made that
up. Oh, come on. 4.1.
No, but I think it adds to the feel of it all, doesn't it? Because Tutankhamun and just mummies in general. The earliest sort of films that I could find about mummies were after Tutankhamun's discovery.
Okay.
There was one actually in 1944 called The Mummy's Curse.
Oh, yes.
Which is
The
pretty
Mummy.
soon. Yeah, The Mummy. There's hundreds of films called The Mummy, or on the themes of The Mummy. It's become its own sort of little subculture of horror genre,
That is true.
And
So you're saying without the newspapers and these stories,
without the sensationalism,
we wouldn't necessarily have what we have
today. We wouldn't have The Mummy as the scary, perfect Halloween costume
that is a fair point.
we have today.
We didn't wrap ourselves up in toilet roll for today.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. But we did have an intro about a mummy.
That's
so,
true.
yeah,
That's a good point.
What did you give it?
I gave it a 7.8 in the end.
7.8 in the end.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I didn't think about that, but you are kind of right.
I don't. Now, I'm going to make this perfectly clear. I don't think the curse is genuine. If it was, the only really creepy one is the snake that ate the canary. Because how did the snake get in the cage? Is it, well, I suppose it was. Yeah, the cage was under the ground level, I guess, so it could have fell in there. Might have been a hungry snake. That was a bit of a weird one, the snake in the cage.
The rabid pelican.
But I say, I think that if the curse is 3,500 years old, it's just run out of puff.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah. I'm getting you.
But I love, like you say, the story of how it's become such a well-known thing, the curse of Tutankhamun. Everybody grows up learning about the curse of Tutankhamun.
Yeah, I dig it.
So with that, I'm giving it a 9.2.
Oh, 7.8, 9.2. That makes our average
8.5.
8.55.
You can give it an extra point.
Yeah, we'll give it an extra. It's Halloween, we're feeling generous. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that.
So there we go.
What a creature feature.
What am I going to do next year? I've only got a Wolfman left.
Werewolves.
I'm going to do a feature on American Werewolf in London. The 1978 film.
Well, what are some of the other costumes that you get at Halloween parties? Someone always dresses up as a jack-o'-lantern.
Ed Gein.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm not
it
ready.
will be this year.
Yeah, I'm not ready to discuss that yet. Oh, no. I still have to digest exactly what we watched for that show. Mother!
No, let's not ruin it for the people who haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, no, we'll give people a chance to watch that. Well, I'm sure we can find some creature features.
Yeah, we'll do something. We'll always have a Halloween special.
Curse of the Werecar.
The Werecar. Another Bender special, that is. A Fender Bender, that one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other. Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman,
yeah.
4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. There's a few.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah. We got plenty we can do.
Batman. A lot of people dress up as Batman for
Did they?
Halloween. Yeah.
Did
Batman. They? Yeah. Especially in the States. Batman's
I once dressed up as Brandon Lee from The Crow. Eric Draven. I thought that's a cool... literally just got my long hair, put loads of wet look hair gel in it, leather jacket, black everything else, and then just like the face paint.
Yeah.
Awesome Halloween costume.
Me and my brother dressed up as Rikishi and Scotty Too Hotty one year. He got the worst end of the deal because he basically spent all night wearing a thong because he went as Rikishi, even though I was clearly the fatter child. So
you were Scotty Too Hotty.
Yeah, which doesn't consist of much. It's basically a hat with the top cut out, with spiked hair, and then I had a fake goatee and sunglasses. Nobody wanted to be Grandmaster Sexy, and also there was only 2 of us, so we didn't have a third. And I suppose it's like that now. Rikishi and Scotty Too Hotty are still here, and R.I.P. Grandmaster Sexy.
Yeah.
He's not here anymore. Yeah. But he is also the son of the devil. So I'm not going to go into
Where are you going with this?
Some people will know what I'm talking about. Right. Anyway, thanks
this
for tuning in.
This isn't a podcast for you and your mates.
All I'm saying is look into it, people.
For everyone else, until next week, I've been Pirate.
I'm Josh.
And this has been Paranormality UK, another year strong. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta!